The time now, it is 12:30 in the afternoon time on this Sunday afternoon, June 29th, 2014, either Sunday afternoon, time now on Water District PJ Wiggins, the afternoon report. Sunday afternoon, June 29th, 2014. Good afternoon, everybody. Our congregations at 12 noon in North Massachusetts, a temperature of 87 degrees with fair skies. Humidity 25%, wind speed southeast about 9 miles per hour, 3.28 inches, 2.47 degrees, and visibly 10 miles. And the heat index of 84 degrees. Air
conditioning will be a key in this.
Let's take a look at our radar scope. Shows a couple of batches of rain showers off the southeastern coast of Prince Edward Island off St. John's. There. And we're seeing some spotty rain showers while in western New York and western and central portions of Pennsylvania, stretching out over West Virginia, western Virginia, down for western and North Carolina, and down through South Carolina, north central Georgia, and northern Mississippi. And some disorganized showers and thunderstorms off the coast of the Carolina coast, Georgia coastline, and eastern Florida coastline, down to the Bahamas. There. And we're seeing some spotty rain showers from some of the Kentucky and some batches of showers and storms from Tennessee, from Nashville down from Memphis, and stretching to northern Mississippi, and stretching to northern Arkansas down for southern Missouri, down for southern Illinois, down for southwestern Indiana. And a batches of rain showers from eastern Kansas and eastern Nebraska down for western Iowa, and batches of rain showers from northeastern Iowa, southeastern Minnesota, western Wisconsin. And a lot of rain showers from south central Ontario down through east central Michigan down for Michigan down to northwestern Ohio, and a lot of rain showers in eastern portions of Ohio. Here. And a lot of rain showers from north central North Dakota down for southern Manitoba down for Saskatchewan, and another batch of rain showers from southwestern Saskatchewan down for Alberta and up into the northwestern Alberta down for eastern British Columbia. And some spotty rain showers from northern Idaho down for western Montana, and a batch of rain showers from western Washington State down for northwestern Oregon. Pleasant, New Mexico. Good afternoon, day 6 degrees with clear skies. Here. Saturday shows a couple of batches of clouds coming in from western New York and then western central Pennsylvania, stretching out for western Virginia, down for the Carolinas, and then stretching out Tennessee and Kentucky, and stretching out for Arkansas, down to Missouri, down for eastern Nebraska, down for eastern Nebraska, and Kansas, down for Iowa, and stretching out western Wisconsin. Batch of clouds from western Ohio down from Michigan and up into Ontario, and a batch of clouds coming to North Dakota, stretching out through Manitoba, and stretching out through the western portion of Canada down for western Washington, Oregon, and a batch of clouds from northern Idaho down for western portions of Montana. And a low cloudiness off the southern California coastline, bringing some foggy conditions from Santa Barbara down for San Diego and down to Baja, Mexico. Here. Okay, let's take a look at our map situation here. Station front from eastern Utah down to Colorado, and a cold front from Colorado, switching to Nebraska up in Minnesota and up in Ontario. And a warm front from Ontario down from Michigan, and then after that, a station front from Michigan, stretching it down to much of the Great Lakes, and then down from Kentucky, Tennessee, stretching into Georgia, and stretching it out to sea. Here. Followed from western Texas and down from north central Mexico, and a followed from southern Nevada down from the Bahamas of Mexico. And a followed from northern coastal California, and another followed from central Idaho down from western Utah, and a followed from eastern Missouri around St. Louis, and stretching in western Tennessee. Here we got high pressure off New England coastline, western North Carolina, and the Four Corner region, and then eastern Arizona and eastern Idaho. And we got low pressure in south central Manitoba and western Kansas. And off the Carolina coastline, we got 80 degrees at temperature in Boston. It's 82 in Washington, D.C., 83 out in Atlanta, 88 in Miami, Florida, and Brownsville, Texas. It's 84 in Dallas, Texas, 77 in Kansas City, 75 in Chicago, 73 in Minneapolis, 72 in Denver, 78 in Albuquerque, 69 in Salt Lake City, 68 in Los Angeles, 62 in San Francisco, 60 in Seattle, and 63 in Great Falls, Montana. Current conditions around the region, we got
do their job, and hopefully they make the right decision.
81 in Boston and Beverly, 83 in Fitchburg and Nashua, 84 in Lowell and Lawrence, 82 in Bedford, 78 in Gloucester and Worcester, 81 in Sturbridge and Windsor. It's got 87, 83 in Norwood, 87 in Taunton, 81 in Smithfield and in Bedford, 79 in Plymouth and Provincetown and Falmouth, 76 in Chatham, 75 in Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket, and 66 in Cape Cod Bay and Boston Harbor, 73 in Block Island, 75 in Westley, 75 in Smithfield, and and TF Green Airport, 81 in Springfield, and 77 in Amherst, 81 in Greenfield, and in Albany, New York. 80 in Northampton, Massachusetts, 78 in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, 81 in Bennington, Vermont, 80 in Brattleboro, Vermont, 81 in Keene, New Hampshire, and Jeffrey, New Hampshire. It's 81 in Concord, New Hampshire, it's 86 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 89 in Portsmouth, 83 in Nashville, New Hampshire, it is 68 in New Hampshire, 82 in Winslow, 81 in Hartford, 80 in Meriden, 79 in Waterbury, 79 in Denver, 77 in New Haven, and 77 in Bridgeport, and it's 71 in Long Island, 77 in New York, 75 in Islip, and 74 in Montauk. Let's take a look at our forecast discussion around the country here. Flash flooded and severe weather possible for portions for the middle Mississippi Valley, and a deep first cyclone lifted until Canada will keep conditions cool and settle over north central United States. And the surface low spin in the Atlantic could bring rain and thunderstorms throughout the coastal areas of the southeast coast. Showers and thunderstorms continue to fire up ahead of a cold front pushing eastward out of the north central United States on Sunday, and moist and unstable environment could allow for the mountain storms to contain locally heavy rains across a large portion of the middle Mississippi Valley, Tennessee valleys, and Ohio valleys. The best chance for any organized activity and the greatest potential for flash flooding and severe weather will be over the Iowa and northern Missouri, where the cold front is expected to stall out and linger across the region, and meanwhile the grid surface will continue to strengthen while gradually lifting farther into Canada on Sunday. The anomalous deep surface cyclone and close low aloft will keep conditions cool and unsettled across the northern plains and upper Mississippi Valley. A surface low sinking slowly southward into the western Atlantic could bring rain and thunderstorms into the coastal areas of the southeast. However, any precipitation making it inland over the next few days should be scattered in light. This is a low for the potential for tropical development. Please refer to the National Hurricane Center for latest information. Another day of scattered shower activity is expected overnight. Past 7 in northwest and over Rockies on Sunday, but conditions should begin to dry and warm up on Monday as an upper ridge builds in the loft. Forecast discussion in New England air. High pressure moving off the coast will bring increase in heat and humidity for midweek. It's a few showers and thunderstorms possible late Wednesday night, and a better chance of more widespread activity Thursday night with cold front approaches. The forecast on Friday, July 4th is low confidence will depend on the exact temperature of the cold front. Near term until 6 p.m. this evening, 10:15 a.m. update. Only minor tweaks needed on board forecast this morning. Fog has dissipated along the south coast and adjoining coastal waters, and some evidence of a sea breeze trying to develop along the east coast of Massachusetts. Taking the development of the southwest synchronic flow will eventually dominate any sea breezes which have already developed should dissipate by mid-afternoon. Otherwise,
looking for the shot.
Okay, let's take a look on.
For the shot, has to account for the run on the outside. Now he's guessing.
A low pressure system located about 230 miles east of Jacksonville, Florida, continues to produce disorganized showers and thunderstorms that move slowly southward. Up-level winds are only marginally favorable in proximity to dry air to the north. The disturbance could inhibit the formation of a tropical cyclone over the next couple of days. By Wednesday, however, environmental conditions are expected to become more conducive for development of the system while it drifts southwards and meanders offshore to the Florida East Coast. An Air Force Reserve Hurricane Hunter aircraft is scheduled to investigate this system this afternoon necessary. Formation chance for 48 hours, medium 40%, and formation chance for 5 days, high at 70% here. Alright, let's take a look at our Eastern Pacific tropical situation. The latest on 4E. Center location 60.4 to the north, 110.3 to the west. Maximum same winds at 35 miles per movement, west northwest about 14 miles per hour. It'll stay a tropical storm depression here, and it's going to make no landfall around Mexico here. Otherwise, some rough seas and a few rough seas along the western coast of Mexico here. Okay, let us take a look. Bright sunshine, increasing humidity, highs in the mid the upper 80s inland and upper 70s along the south coast. Alec, increasing humidity, scattered showers and thunderstorms possible Wednesday at the end of the week. Here. Let's take a look at and it shows a beautiful day on tap. A gorgeous day on tap. You've got outdoor activities. It is a perfect day for any outdoor activity on tap. Okay, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this. got a C sub.
Daily Blind.
South Scott had her 88 degrees. South wind about 7 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, Patrick Falcon after 5 a.m. otherwise most of the coast got low 58 degrees. South wind about 3 to 7 miles per hour. For Monday, Patrick Falcon for 7 a.m. otherwise most of the South Scott had her 84 degrees. Southwest wind about 6 to 14 miles per hour. Monday night, Patrick Falcon after 5 a.m. otherwise Patrick Falcon got low 66 degrees. South wind about 5 to 9 miles per hour. Gust 22 miles per hour. Tuesday, Patrick Falcon before 8 a.m. otherwise most of the South Scott had her 86 degrees.
Players and bringing balls down.
Southwest wind about 8 to 14 miles per hour, 24 miles per hour. Thursday night, Podcast got low 70 degrees. Wednesday, Podcast got under 88 degrees. Wednesday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms. Mostly clouds got low 72 degrees. Chance of precipitation 30%. Thursday, chance of showers and thunderstorms. Podcast got under 86 degrees. Chance of precipitation 30%. Thursday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms. Most clouds got low 67 degrees. Chance of precipitation 40%. Independence Day, chance of showers and thunderstorms. Podcast got under 82 degrees. Chance of precipitation 30%. Friday night, podcast got low 61 degrees. For Saturday, most of the sun got under 81 degrees. Haters, what a phrase of the day. A spectacular Sunday afternoon on tap. Let's take a look at the traffic situation here at 12:41, and it shows Route 4 to the south. A little bumper activity from 102 Exeter, Ollie to approach Route 1 in North Kingstown. It turns out some extra time. And Route 6,
Robin with time and space.
westbound a little slow from after you pass 130 to Sandwich all the way down to the Sagamore Bridge on the westbound side of Route 6. So if you're in that traffic, try to be patient here because it is stop and go and a little busier here.
From Mexico.
And Route 3 south a little slow from 18 in Weymouth to Derby Street in Hingham. Southeast Expressway. Accident on the Ferrisbrook Parkway in Quincy. So if you're in that area, try to find some alternative routes around because it's backed up from Ferrisbrook Parkway to southbound south and northbound Southeast Expressway a little slow from Adams Street all the way down to
And Mexico just keeps on piling on, raising opportunity.
Morrissey Boulevard and Southeast Expressway a little slow to go from Columbia Road down to the Morrissey Boulevard exit. So it is busy on 93 on the Southeast Expressway. And 120 on the eastbound, on the northbound side a little slow from 95 in Peabody down to 7th Street and Lowell Street in Denver. And due to some accidents, 2 accidents, 1 accident on 120 north on Route 1 in Peabody and another accident on 120 south. So it is all congested around that area due to the accident situation here. So those of you in that area try to be alert here. And 93 north a little slow, you put 95, 120 in Reading, and 120 north a little slow from 93 in Reading all the way down to 20 in Stoneham here.
Today in Fortaleza.
I see what you did there. That was cute.
Mass Bank, Boulevard bus lines from Sturbridge all the way down from Boston except for a little slow spot. On the Mass Bank, you put 120 in Weston here.
Cutting the angle for Giovanni Sanders.
But otherwise, you're good to go. And 120 is Boulevard 5 and 39395 Boulevard 5 from 120 to the New Hampshire border. 495 Boulevard 5 from Amesbury down to Buzzards Bay and 95 and 24 Boulevard 5 from 120 to the Rhode Island border and 140 Boulevard 5 from Taunton to the Bedford here. And all the Rhode Island highways are Boulevard 5 except for 146 on the northbound side, a little slow from 99 to Cells Hill Road here. Otherwise, a good traffic commute. This is BJ with you with a good day with a good positive attitude here.